Well, hello, Ryan MacDonald.
Hello.
And now, for anybody who doesn't know, although the word is spreading pretty fast, Ryan MacDonald is the chief cook and bottle washer, I think, at CBFM.ca. That's a great new internet radio station featuring Cape Breton musicians. It's got it all. I have to say, I've been listening to it, and I'm so pleased for you, Ryan. It's been very successful so far. So
Yeah.
how did the idea for this station come up?
Well, actually, a job posting came up at the College on the Gaelic College in St. Anne's for an internet radio research and development associate. They like the fancy names. So I applied for that job. I got it. And the main part of that job was finding the software we needed to run the station, finding the equipment we needed. And then as we got further along and we're pretty well ready to go, I was hired on as the manager and director of CBFF.
Well, of course, because that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It perfect fit. So now, was the idea, I guess, during the research that you were doing, and the idea was to feature like all different languages as well, right?
Yeah, so on the station, you'll hear fiddle music, you'll hear a mix of everything. You'll hear guitar, piano, everything. But also, as you just mentioned, the language side, you'll hear English songs, you'll hear Gaelic songs, French, Mi'kmaq. It's a mix of everything.
How fantastic is that?
Yeah, it's good. Like, if people ask me what genre the station is, and there's not really one certain genre. Like, people will ask, is it folk? Is it Celtic? Is it this? Is it that? But overall, it's Cape Breton. The genre is Cape Breton.
Oh yeah, and that's a really good way to describe it. Now I
Yeah.
do hear a lot of my friends on there, which is pretty cool for me. I have to say, that's pretty cool. Now you also have some fantastic hosts.
Yeah, we have some great experience when it comes to radio hosts. In the afternoons, Monday to Friday, we have Rob McNamara. Rob has just about 30 years of radio experience. He was at the Hawk in Port Hawkesbury for years. He worked at the Giant in Sydney, which is now Hot 1019. He's worked out west at Fort St. John, British Columbia. So he brings a lot of experience to the afternoon show on CBFM. And we also have Krista Luddington on weekend mornings. And she comes with years of experience too from the Hawk. I worked with her closely when I did weekends there. And she knows so much about the music. I love listening to her on the afternoons and the weekends. Like she knows every little thing. Like, even what song did she come off of the other day? It was Whispers from Heaven by my godfather Glenn Graham and Amy Graham. She knew like the exact TV show it was on. It was on.
Well, of course, she's also a great musician herself.
Yeah, she's a great musician. We play her music as well from Eastbound. Like,
yeah, Krista was also a part of Telile for many years.
Yes, that's right. Was she on the board she was on?
She was on the board. She hosted shows. She's played, she's done shows here. She and Jay are great. I love
music. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
She's a musician. It's perfect fit.
It actually is. And so what about you have other people too, though, don't you?
Yeah, we have Nate Power on weekend mornings. He does 8 to 12. I really enjoy his show because you're still hearing all the Cape Breton music, but he's kind of keeping you up to date on world news, what's happening around the world when it comes to late night shows throughout the States, or it gives you the world feel, but you're still listening to Cape Breton music throughout his show.
You still know that you're still living in the best place in the world, and you can listen to some of that stuff.
Yeah, and we have some other shows too. I do 2 other shows. I do a Sunday night show, Celtic Power Hour, which is one I've done for the last few years, but just on SoundCloud and Facebook Live. I do one as well. And the most popular show so far actually has been Saturday night. It's the Cape Breton Kitchen Party. And what we do with that show is I dig through the old tapes and I convert them, and we play them on the radio from the old house parties. Like, I played one last week. I really liked it. Was Willie Kennedy and Mabu with Janelle and Cameron on guitar, and Dave McIsaac on guitar, and Jim Morris Rankin on the piano. And we just play that whole tape. And the idea for that show actually came from myself and my cousin Andrea. So what we like to do sometimes is just sit down, maybe have a little jillic, and listen to those old tapes. And I wanted to figure out a way to bring that experience to CBFM. I want people to feel like they're at a Cape Breton house party, and I feel like we've done that so far with the kitchen party.
Well, I sent your information to my brother, who lives out west.
Mhm.
Well, he works out west, I should say. And when he gets lonesome, that's what he listens to. He listens to Cape Breton music.
Yeah, I mean, it just brings you back home. It's really good.
Well, I think it's hey, listen, you're not going to get any argument out of me. There's lots of entertainers. I'll be happy to send you their names if they haven't contacted you already.
Yeah,
Because-
that'd be awesome.
Because we do have a lot of entertainers that come into Telile, right? And
Yeah,
I'll be happy to share that information with you and them. So that'll
that'd
be
be
cool.
great.
So now talk to me. Are you going to try to get it to be like a station that has a call sign, or are you just going to stick with the internet part?
Well, we're starting on the internet, but we do plan on starting the process with the CRTC to apply for a license, and which, as you guys would know, it can be a lengthy process.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Lots of I's to dot and lots of T's to cross. Trust me.
Yeah, so we do want to be on the airwaves, and that's the plan. And also looking at the future, we plan to have a sister station for CBFM, maybe a couple of years down the road. And the sister station would be all Gaelic. It would be Gaelic
Oh,
Coast.
that's very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So it'd be Gaelic Coast, Gaelic music, everything, like
That is
full
very,
Gaelic 24/7.
that's very cool concept.
Yeah,
Because, instead of, people are losing their language, right?
yeah, exactly.
And this is a whole new thing, which is I really, really love that you're doing that. You're so diverse, really.
Yeah, and that's the best part about CBFM. Like we have a mix of music, and you hear a little bits of Gaelic and that here and there, a little bits of French songs, and it really shows the diversity of Cape Breton and the cultures we have and the talent we have here.
I haven't heard anything on your station yet that I haven't liked. So now the reason I say that, of course, is because Telile plays you during our
Yes,
notice board.
We really appreciate that too, and we've heard lots of people listening.
Well, yeah.
People telling us they're listening through Telile.
Yeah, well, hey, anything to help you out, because really, I mean, I think it's a fantastic idea. I love the idea.
Yeah, and we have so much talent here on the island, and the local radio stations aren't playing the local music, which is really too bad.
Well, I mean, they have segments of it, but not.
They have segments of it, but they don't, like in a regular hour, there's
I know.
no local music. It's really
know.
too bad, because
I know.
we should be supporting our local musicians.
Well, the good news is at least if we don't have a show playing at the time, we'll be on air.
Yeah,
I mean, so you're on Bell Satellite across the country now.
which is pretty cool. Somebody actually texted me saying, I think they were in Thunder Bay or somewhere in Northern Ontario, saying they were listening through Telile. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, my brother works in, like I said, works out west in Fort McMurray, and he can actually get Telile out there.
Wow.
Which is really funny.
That's
He said,
amazing.
he says, I don't get really lonesome for you because I see you on television all the time. I said, well, that's good, I guess. I said, but it's terrible that you can't play bingo. That's all I can say. And he agrees.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So yeah, I just think that like I know that you're going to be starting to do, if you haven't already, some shows that will kind of go into the counties maybe a little bit and kind of.
Yeah, we're gonna start our Richmond County show soon. I didn't get a chance to put that show together yet, but that's gonna be my job early next week, so we can start it the following Saturday.
I have some suggestions for you if you ever want them.
That'd be great. I
Oh,
would
I have
love
lots.
that. That'd be amazing.
I have
But yeah,
lots
we're
of
gonna have
suggestions.
shows. We're gonna start with Richmond County, and we hope to do shows
Yeah,
for other counties as well.
yeah, that would be great if you could do that.
Yeah,
Well,
because
I think
there's
that'd be fantastic.
yeah, you even look at each county, like our
Yeah.
whole Highlands town, that you can do shows specific to these counties because there's so many musicians in each county.
Well, a lot of people don't understand how many musicians there are in these counties.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, we got nothing else to do except shovel snow and play at kitchen parties.
Well, I was talking to somebody the other day about how many musicians there are. Like
Yeah,
we were talking about in Mabu, probably every second house has
yeah,
a musician in it,
yeah.
at least one.
I think in this area, even on the Alma Dam, is like I would say that at least 3 out of every, well, or more, 4 out of every
Yeah,
10 people play.
yeah, exactly.
So, and it's been
And if
going
they
on
don't
like that.
play, they probably listen to the music.
And yeah, it's generational, Well, you
Yeah,
would know, you understand, right? Like you've
yeah,
been around, your father's a musician.
yeah,
And so you would understand that, the stories kind of carry down. Like I played with him and I played with his son and I played with,
yeah,
and then those children start playing music together and it becomes a family. It's a big
yeah. It
family.
really does. Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, it's important that musicians support each other.
Mhm.
And I really think that what you're doing is you're bringing, you never know. Somebody may hear somebody on the station singing
Yeah,
and say, gee, I don't know that guy, but I got to go out and watch him because we could write some music together, or maybe I could sing that
yeah,
song with him. Just think of what you could do.
exactly.
It's fantastic. It's a great collaboration. I think great. And
Yeah.
I only wish you the absolute best.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. And, I guess that, people don't realize how smart you really are.
I
Because
don't
you've
know
been getting a
about
lot
that.
of media attention, buddy.
Yeah, we have been getting a lot of media attention actually the last week or so, like from CTV and from other organizations throughout the province, Cape Breton Post, but also around the world. BBC had an interview with them not
I
long ago,
know.
and looking at stats, we are seeing more listeners now in the UK because of that.
See, you're gonna be famous. You're gonna be
I
famous.
don't
You're
know about
gonna have
that.
to get yourself a Cape Breton radio name. Well, like I remember one time, my daughter had come home from out west, and she had a boyfriend from out there. And for example, I myself and my band were playing at an outdoor festival,
Yeah.
and he was so excited. He came to me and he said, I love your music. Can you play a steppy jig? And I said, a steppy jig? So, of course, his nickname became Steppy Jig right away. There was no,
Yeah, I have a nickname myself. I'm Ryan everywhere
oh,
because you never know where I'm gonna pop up.
yeah. Well, I think that we're really happy that you popped up here. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I wish you every continued success. If there's anything we can do for you, all you know how to get a hold of me.
Really appreciate that.
No problem. So you have a great day, and we'll be listening.
you
And if
do.
anybody out there hasn't listened to CBFM.ca, you really are missing out. So if you want to hear what everybody else is talking about, I'd suggest you put that in your computer and just take a good listen and turn the speakers up, because it's really good music to clean to, eat to, dance to, everything.
And it runs 24/7. If you want to
It is
listen at 2 in the
24/7.
morning, you can listen, or if you want to listen at 2 in the afternoon, you can listen.
That's right. You take care, Ryan.
You do. Have a good one.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.